What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Al King. This is Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Black Widow says, hey y'all, and look at that fresh shed. Oh my goodness, her colors is looking beautiful today. But guys, got another banger for y'all today. Guys, I gotta talk about the new Acolyte trailer. I watched it, new Star Wars TV show coming out in June, I believe. And happy May the 4th, guys. All my Star Wars fan out there, hey, happy May the 4th, guys. But the reason why I want to talk about the Acolyte show today is basically why it looks mid to me, And one of the biggest fatal flaws I've just been noticing with a lot of Star Wars and even Marvel in general as well too. But just like, especially with Star Wars, but like other than like Mandalorian, Boba Fett to like an extent, maybe episode 7 I would also say, but a lot of Star Wars nowadays and just content in general, I just feel like it really misses the wow factor. You ever notice that? Or like, am I just the only one just kind of tripping on that? I don't know, but I feel like they're missing the wow factor when it comes down to a lot of Star Wars content. And the Acolyte is no exception of that, because don't get me wrong, this shot when you see all the Jedi with the lightsabers and then you see the dark side, they all coming out there, all the Sith and everybody, that's a dope scene. But what else am I looking forward to other than that scene? Don't get me wrong, there are some characters that look pretty interesting, but still, let me give you an example. See, when I look at let's take the Acolyte show, right? We're gonna take that show and let's put it side by side with something like The Force Unleashed. You know how much better The Force Unleashed trailers look when you watch them, especially the cinematic ones? Like, I always got the wow factors, like when it comes down to The Force Unleashed. This is why The Force Unleashed is literally my favorite, like practically anything when it comes down to Star Wars. Like, I just love something that's gonna give me that wow factor. And The Force Unleashed does that. Now, comparing The Force Unleashed until all the way up to the Acolyte, I know it's night and day, obviously, but I just think Disney should really learn that. We really gotta wow the fans, And also, when it comes down to storyline, I'm gonna be real with y'all. With Disney in general, and a lot of us can agree, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm done expecting a decent story. If Disney involved, I just hope it's all right. And we're talking about stories, but the action scenes, like, I just want to see more action. If I'm being real with you, me as a consumer, I'm much more happier seeing a lot more action and done very, very well. Like when I look at something like The Force Unleashed and I see the fight scenes and I see just the movements of the characters and just like the slow motion stuff, like that really that's what made me like just give me a round. Like, what's the word? That just makes me clap, it just be like, yeah, that's what I truly want as a Star Wars fan. When I either go out there and just go play a video game that's Star Wars, or when I watch a film, I want to see some really good high level action scenes, like I really want to see some people do some dope stuff with a lightsaber. Now, yeah, we're getting a little bit of that in the Acolyte series, but still, it's nothing like The Force Unleashed. When I look back at that, I just want to see something, just that's just gonna blow me away, in terms of action. Because this is why, if you watch my previous videos a while back, I put Fast and the Furious as one of the greatest franchises of all time because it never failed to wow us. Like, it always gave us that wow factor. And the stunts and stuff, yeah, they were ridiculous, but Fast and the Furious is a franchise that know how to get you in the theater, even though they don't tell the most magnificent stories of all time. We all know this, but I still never miss the wow factor with Fast and the Furious versus with Star Wars, the MCU with Marvel. I feel like I missed the wow factor, versus back when I look back at the older films, like let's say the first Avengers. That was a wow factor for me, when I look back at that film. And then Captain America Civil War, big wow factor. When Spider-Man came out, even more wow of a factor, So, like, I just want films and just franchises in general to go back to going back to that wow factor. How can I really blow away the audience? Going back to that type of mindset, because honestly, I don't see a lot of that. But who knows? some of you guys may look at the Acolyte series and be like, you know, I'm very like wilded out by it. Like I really am like super hyped for it. Some of you are, but me, I think it's pretty mid. You know, I hope it's a decent show, but Star Wars nowadays, I don't know about that. But you know, then on top of that, you know, with the Acolyte, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We should have got Old Republic turned into live action before Acolyte. But man, I'm not knocking Acolyte. If it's good, I'll definitely, you know, give it its cred. But I mean, still, you know, Star Wars fans, like if you know the Old Republic and how that went down, like that was legendary. You know, stuff like that, and then Force Unleashed. That's what I would argue a lot of fans and just the general audience when it come down to Star Wars. That's what we want. We want something that's gonna go hard like that. But y'all let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the new Acolyte, the trailer 2? Does it look decent? Does it look outstanding to you? Is it mid? Because I think it's pretty mid. I mean, it looks all right. I think it's going to be okay. You know, it's not going to be bad, but it's going to be all right. But it's your boy Al King with Storm Dagger Films. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be catching y'all next video. Black Widow says bye. Say bye, Black Widow. Black Widow says bye, y'all. We'll be catching y'all on the next one.